I'm changing the name of the channel. Surprise! How's it going? It's been a little while since I've done one of these. In fact, I got to thinking, I think it was when I still had the pups that I did my last video. But they're all gone except for Skade, the one that I kept. There's Skade and Coda. Skade's the one in the back here. So she's, what is she? Is she 6 months now? I think she's 6 months. Almost, anyway. As you can see, she's about as big as her mom. And Rip is big. And Henri, he's doing really well. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? So I put in an underground fence and it works really, really well. But when I'm gone during the day, I like having the dogs locked up, and that way even when I'm not here, I know at least that they're not out at the neighbors. It's been a busy year. We are middle of August now. I'm about to go swath my third cutting alfalfa, and I'm going to open up the field tonight, and so I'll take you along with that. When I say open up, go a couple of rounds with the swather. The first round of calves that were born March and April, I'm going to sell them this coming Wednesday, so in what, 5 days? 5-6 days? 5 days, I guess. I'm going to sell them. Market's good. They're the size I need to sell them. Like, maybe wait a little bit longer, but with the way the market has been, or excuse me, not the market, but the way this year's been, we're dry. We've had a little bit of rain here recently, but it's been very, very dry. Luckily, you can see how green my pastures are, and they look really good. I've got good water, but that's not the case for everybody around. So a lot of ranchers and cattlemen are selling their calves early because they're out of grass. And so I heard somebody the other day say that kind of everybody was about 30 to 45 days ahead of where they usually would sell. So where I usually, and I want to beat the main rush of cattle coming in, of calves coming in, which means if I want to beat that and everybody's going to sell early this year, then I need to sell early. So where I would usually sell in September, I'm going to go ahead and sell middle of August. And the calves, like I said, calves look good. This is my younger end of calves. These were born, they're kind of all back here. These are their mamas. She's actually due to calve here in about 2-3 weeks. But then this younger end of calves, I'll keep them until January, because these were the ones that were born in June. Just my later calving cows. And so since they were born in June instead of March, I'm going to keep them. They all look really good. These are 2 heifers that I just bought a couple weeks ago. So their horns are banded. And the bull, wherever he's at, he's back here. Back in the back there, he'll come up and want me to scratch him. These others don't like getting scratched or getting too close, but he'll come right up to me and let me scratch him. But anyway, these calves all look good. So this little black calf here is the people that I run some cows on. I don't remember if I showed you, but this last fall I bought this cow or this heifer for them, and this is her little calf. And I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can get low enough here. She was with the rest of my cows and calves, but see that white eye? She got pink eye. And I wasn't able to get her back to my place in time to save that eye, I don't think. The other one was bad too, but I think I got it saved. Brought her back to my place just Sunday and doctored her up. I should probably run her in the chute again and give her another vax, but she can at least see out of that eye. Anyway, pink eye's a bad deal. You gotta get on it quick. See, that eye's not nearly as wide. It's a little bit cloudy. I don't know if you can see. It's a little bit cloudy, but at least I think I got it saved. So I'm going to run down. We had to work on the swather a little bit today. We had some issues with it, so it's my uncle's swather. But he's been very generous to me over the years, and kind of as long as I help him, then he lets me borrow his swather. And I think so I bought a baler this spring, and he kind of wants to buy the baler, but I kind of don't want to sell the baler, so I'm just going to let him use it. If he wants, he's got a baler, but it needs a little bit of help. So I told him just plan on using my baler since I use his swather. It works out good. He's real good to me. But like I said, if there's an issue, if I have an issue while I'm using it, I try to get it fixed. This happened to be an issue when he was using it, so in order for me to be able to use it again, I told him I'd come help him fix it. So that's what we did this morning. And then I hauled it over to the field. And this evening, I'm going to open up the field to make sure it works right so I can swath tomorrow. But in order to get the swather 2 passes around, I need to remove this end piece right here so I can go 2 passes without any issues. So I'm going to do that here real quick, and then I've got to do that to 2 of them, and then I've got to move the hand lines out of the way, and then I'll jump on and open the field up. So I'm going to set you up here so maybe we can show taking this end piece off. Okay. You ever get bolts that rust on there? That other one gave me some fits, but a little bit of leverage, we got her done. So just got to do that to 1 more, and then move the hand lines, and then we'll jump on the swather. Okay, here's the old girl here. It's a Heston 6550 Swather. Does have a cab. It's supposed to have air conditioning, but we don't have the belt on the air conditioner, so it's going to be hot. I think it's 98 degrees today. The repairs that we had to do today, this chain was all jacked up that runs the header. It was all jacked up, so we put a new chain. That's a new sprocket that it's on there. There's also an issue with that chain and sprocket down there. Anyway, it took a little longer than we were anticipating this morning, but it's fixed, we hope. It's kind of why I'm opening up the field tonight, so that I can see if make sure everything's ready to go for tomorrow. Just kind of as a test run. You can see it's not in bad shape for, I don't know, 35-year-old Swather. But, like I said, it's a little hot. So I'm going to get her running, let her warm up for a bit, and then we'll get to going. Yes, it's kind of the walk of shame. Swather. Just quit. Just flat quit. Just stopped. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if it got too hot. I don't know. I got about a pass and a quarter left for what I was hoping to do, so I could move all the wheel lines out of the way. See, I cut 2 rows, and then there's 2 rows on that side of the wheel line, but I can't move it that way because of the pump house. It goes past the pump house. It's long here, so I need to move it that way, and I was hoping to get 3 passes so I could get it completely out of the way, so I wouldn't have to move it again until I rake in 3 days or whatever it takes. We have pretty good windrows. I mean, there's quite a bit of hay here. I should get at least 2 tons the acre. So I don't know. I'm over it tonight. We got a guy who's been buying hay from me that's a diesel mechanic. He helped me a little bit last cutting when I was having a couple of issues. So if I can't get it going in the morning, I'll call him. He just lives a mile away. And I actually talked to him today, and he said that he's a independent diesel mechanic. He doesn't work, he works for himself. So he said that he's busy but not slammed, so I'm hoping I might shoot him a text tonight and just say, hey, here's the situation. I'm hoping it'll fire up in the morning. But if not, you ready? Don't go fishing. I don't know if he fishes, but he's a good guy. I think he'll... Last time he dropped everything and helped, so yeah, I was super appreciative. And he bought some of that cutting, so I gave him a break on the hay. I didn't charge him what I charged everybody else, just to help compensate, and I paid for the parts. Well, that's a lie. He paid for the parts, we took it out of the hay, and I gave him cheaper hay. Or I sold it to him at a cheaper rate. So, I think he felt it was fair. I think it was fair. I told him I'd like to do more, but he refused it. So anyway, but since I'm not, he's not buying any of this hay because I'm keeping it all for myself. I'll just pay him. Anyway, I'm frustrated. That thing quit again. Gosh dang it. Oh well, we'll try it again in the morning. We will head down the road and go look at those calves. It always cracks me up because as soon as they see me, they start bawling and coming up to the gate because they think they're moving the fresh pasture. They're not. Sunday I'll move them because where I've got to load them is 2 pastures over that way, so I'll move them out of this one and then into the next one on Monday. That way on Wednesday morning early it'll be easy to move them. 21's the youngest one in this group, and she's also the smallest. Look at 14 right there. 8 and 14 are really, really nice calves. This is 8, 14's back there. 11, this is that great big one that was born on camera. He's not the biggest calf, but he's in the bigger end of the group. Nice little calf, big 21. She's got brown ears on her. But it's time to sell them. I know, be quiet. Anyway, that's an update on the calves. Is that 10 right there? Yeah, see, that's 10. Again, he's just smaller. I think I'm going to sell his mom. He's right there. So if I sold those 2 calves and 14 2 cows and 14 calves, should be a good Wednesday for me. Of course, it all goes to the bank. To the bank, not in the bank, to the bank. Anyway, good times. Let's go feed the steers that we're gonna butcher in 72 days. What's today, 14th? Yeah, like 72 days I think we're butchering them. Anyway, let's go look at them. Oh, I missed it. I was gonna say, it's usually when I roll up, I just haul her out and these calves come running. They love grain, shocker. So this, what we're feeding them, you got corn, rolled corn, you got beet pulp pellets. I'm not sure what this other stuff is. Some sort of grain, probably a pea and I don't know, something. And then molasses. That's all mixed. And right now I'm giving them 2.5 scoops each, which is right around 18 to 20 pounds a day of that grain, which hopefully they're gaining 2.5 to 3 pounds a day. Always sounds kind of weird. You feed 20 pounds to get 3. But I would much rather eat 3 pounds of prime beef than grain and beet pulp. Hopefully we get the swather going in the morning. I do have a friend of mine has a couple of daughters in a junior rodeo tomorrow that those 2 little girls always ask me to be at. I've been to 4 this year. Can't really see my face, but then do you want to? So I'll probably end up trying to make it to their barrel racing at the end of the day. It starts at like 9 o'clock in the morning, but I got things to do unfortunately tomorrow. Well, we'll see if I got things to do. If I can't get that swather going, I'll just call the neighbor and ask him to cut it for me, but hopefully I can get it going. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and I will see you later.